14,088. I took good care of them. So why did our relationship become uncomfortable? Question. I would like to ask about the right direction of the mind when taking care of people. Usually, when there is a younger sibling or a junior who listens to me well and follows me, I feel the desire to take care of them and help them as much as I know. However, at some point, there are times when the other person seems to feel they are being cared for beyond what they want, or they appear uncomfortable with my care. When that happens, I reflect on whether I am truly trying to benefit them, or if I am trying to keep them close to my side out of loneliness or greed. Master, when trying to help someone from the position of a mentor, senior, or colleague, how can I discern whether my care is a source of strength for them or an interference that puts my own standards first? Also, I request the Master's teachings on what kind of mindset taking care of people should start from.
When people form relationships, I am talking about the present era. I am not talking about the Joseon dynasty, nor the times before we possessed knowledge. Today, we must solve our problems in this knowledge society. When we form relationships, people of similar caliber come together. Relationships never form between those with too much disparity. A mass of similar caliber becomes connected. You do not need to doubt this. You do not need to doubt this. And there is a clear hierarchy in forming relationships. Relationships of the same level can come to you, and then one slightly above that can come. They come to you as high, middle, and low. A high relationship that comes to you is 30% higher in percentage than you. A middle one is of the same level as you, and a low one is 30% weaker than you. This is how the law of relationships is given to you. Then, why does a higher relationship come? It comes so that you can receive their teachings. The energy that comes so that you can receive energy is the high energy. When we form relationships with seniors and the like, they are relationships that come so you can receive some help from them. Yet, as the person who should be receiving help, if you try to teach them, you will get hit. There are times when this clearly shows. When it is just a little, it is fine. But as the degree goes up and crosses the line at that elevated level, you will get hit precisely, because this is the law of nature. Yet, because I think I know, I try to teach them. Teaching a senior? That is absolutely absurd. Those who are below cannot teach those who are above. Therefore, I first must discern whether I have met someone above, someone in the middle, or someone below. If I judge clearly that this person has come to me as someone above, then from that moment on, I must receive everything. If I just receive, won't I end up being taken advantage of? If your foundation is well established, they can never pour things onto you that would make you suffer. At 30%, you do not suffer. Whatever they do, if they want to exploit you a little and play tricks, that happens when it exceeds 30%. Up to 30%, they keep doing things to help you. But if they overstep their authority beyond 30%, when they overstep, the time comes when they try to exploit you and move on. That is why we must know that even receiving help does not exceed 30% because of the 3 to 7 law. Do not expect more than 30% of help from above either. You must set this standard well. Where that limit lies and how we base that 30% in certain activities, these are things we can study now. Next, between friends, they help each other reciprocally. It is not about helping each other with those who are above. Those who are above carry the fundamental order of having to help those who are below. Therefore, meeting a junior and helping them, carrying this order is the providence of nature. But meeting someone next to you, the middle. When you meet the middle, you must go toward mutual prosperity, mutual help. Why? Because your levels are the same. However, meeting someone below as a relationship, then those above must help them here. We said that the help we receive from above is 30%. Then, the help I give must also not cross the line of 30%. The above and below exist within the line of 30%. If you misunderstand this now, you end up being taken advantage of. If you are being taken advantage of, you will complain later. And to the extent that you complain, you will become difficult again. These are the things that the operating system of this universe is interlocking with. Then, when we meet a relationship, we have the time to first see whether they are high, middle, or low. Why? Because we never form a relationship right away. We start with conversation. We have a cup of tea, we talk, and As we do, we clearly feel the difference. We feel above as above, we feel middle as communicating with us, and we precisely feel below as lacking. I am saying we have developed that much. Our spiritual power has. Now we organize this discernment. Once you feel this, the time is given to you to decide whether to form a relationship or not. There is a time for us to interview, and then a time when we must make a decision. If you have not studied this and do not make a decision quickly, but just drag it out and keep meeting, then side effects occur here as well. Nature does not operate even 0.1 millimeters out of place, but we end up suffering because we did something wrong and did not know the principle. It is this kind of thing. So when young people live in society, if they first know the principles by which nature operates, they will not make mistakes after that. There has been no one to teach them this. That is why when we try to help a subordinate, if it exceeds 30%, greed has no choice but to enter from then on. This is not helping, but fulfilling my own greed. Then the subordinate is losing out, and as they lose out and some time passes, they will come at me with their smart spiritual power, or they will keep emitting bad vibes to make me feel bad little by little. When this happens, what is coming out of here is quantum energy. I am saying this does not just disappear, it accumulates and hits me. Lately, things aren't working out strangely, and that person isn't listening to me well either. This bad energy is slowly overlapping with me now. When juniors tune into my frequency and bring up bad thoughts, that is quantum energy. There is quantum energy for bad energy. There is very clean quantum energy. There is high mass quantum energy. And all of this is bound to come out of what we think, what we say, and what we do. Those are the things that operate this nature, operate my surroundings, operate this society, and operate humanity. Now, we must know well about quantum energy. When we feel bad, this quantum energy is giving us that sensation right now. It is giving it to us, and once it does, it manifests through the physical body. That is why we are wearing the tool of the physical body. We are operating the physical body. The physical body was given to me as a tool. Even when feeling bad, the bad quantum energy has already come and is acting, and the physical body now feels this, and it is happening. When I am doing something wrong, frustration keeps accumulating as quantum energy, and the physical body is feeling it. If we untangle the wrong things inside that we are feeling, then the physical body will no longer react to them. The physical body is a tool. This is how we are made to study through the law of relationships. While we study, if the mass of what we have is full, it automatically goes down to the bottom. If the mass is full, we must clear out 30%. Where does it go? It must be given to the bottom. Then what happens? Since this 30% has gone out, there is space for 30% to come in. This is the law of nature. If you hold on to it tightly, that 30% will not come in anymore. It is not circulating, is it? Now you become frustrated. If there is always something I have gained, there must also be something I give. This is what I am talking about. The same goes for the economy. The economy. Say 100 of the economy came to me. If it came, I must use 30% to circulate it, and then better energy will come into the place where that 30% was emptied. But some say, I won't spend it and keep it. They gather it tightly and hold 100%. It does not circulate. If it does not circulate, since energy has the nature of wanting to move, and the economy is also energy, and if I myself have the nature of trying to keep it from moving, will an accident happen or not? This is how accidents happen, whatever it is. Getting scammed is the same. If there was no energy to be scammed, you wouldn't have been scammed. These are all of the same structure. Therefore, we must study the 3 to 7 law to some extent, so that only when there is circulation can I always be comfortable, maintain my health, and have everything untangled. We really need to study these things from now on. There has been no one who taught this. Because you asked in a short time, I am telling you a little of this and a little of that, just talking about the basics. But once this comes out, we should research about it, ask further questions, research together, and ask about deeper things. Do you understand?